Hi, and welcome to the Guitar Learning Show. I'm Bob, and today we're going to go through the Christmas classic, Deck the Halls. It's a very straightforward song, mostly just basic open chords with 1/7 chord tossed in there. We'll go over all of that. The structure is very straightforward, so we will go through each section, and I'll have some tips for how you can simplify. But before we get into the song, ask that you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you can be aware of new videos as we release them. So the song is essentially the G chord, E minor, C, and D. And for those, just refer to the chord diagrams on the screen. The one chord that's just a little out of the standard open chords is the A7 chord. So the simplest way the A7 is played is by putting our index finger on the 2nd fret of the D and our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the B, leaving the G string open, and play the highest 5 strings. So the song has what's called an AABA structure. And all that means is there's 2 parts to the song. There's an A part and a B part. And AABA just tells us how we're going to arrange them. Okay? The A structure, which is where we deck the halls, starts out, has 1 bar of G, and then 1 bar of E minor. And if you're looking for a lyric cue for when to change, bows starts A minor, so boughs of holly. When we get to the fa la la, this is the trickiest part of the song, is right here in the 2nd line of the A part, because you're going to be on a C for fa la 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 la. And then you have to, so that's basically 3 beats of C, and then the 4th beat is a G, and then you go straight to D. So what that ends up being is you're going to play C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So C to G is a pretty tricky chord change. You have to learn it, you have to keep trying at it, but I'm going to talk about a way we can simplify in just a second. But C to G is tricky because you're going to move all of your fingers. Everything comes up off the fretboard and comes back down in a new position. Now when we change from G to D, that's a little easier because our ring finger is an anchor finger, right? We have the ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B, and we're going to leave that there, lift up the pinky, and move the middle finger to the 2nd fret of the high E, and the index finger to the 2nd fret of the G, and play the highest 4 strings. So G to D and back to G is much simpler because you're going to have to go, to play this part, you're going to have to go C, 2, 3, it's D, 2, 3, and back to G. So that's probably, in the entire song, that one's going to take the most work. Okay, so that's the A part, and you're going to play that part twice. And I was just playing 1 strum per bar. At the end, I'll go through, and I'm just doing all down strums, right? We're just keeping this simple. You don't have a lot of days to learn it before you're going to have to play it on Christmas Day, right? Okay, so the B part is a little simpler, but this is where that A7 comes in. We're going to start out on D for a bar. And that's our Don. They make it easy for you because Don is where you play the D, and then gay apparel is where you go to the G. And you play G for another bar. When we get into the fa la 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 for the B portion, you're going to play E minor. Again, we're doing the 3 beats of E minor. And then we're going to go to that A7. So it's E minor, 2, 3, A7. And then we're going to go to D. There's no quick change at the end of this one for the D. So the quickest way to get to D from here is you just lift up your index and middle finger and move them both down one string. So you go from the D and the B to the G and the high E. And then bring your ring finger up for the 3rd fret of the B. And then you've got D. And you're going to play that for the full bar. So there's no quick change on the end of that. And then the song is to the A twice, the B once, and back to the A. And every verse-chorus combination is the same throughout the whole song. So you play as many verses and choruses as you want. Now, I promised a way of simplifying the tricky one, where we go from that's that C to G to D to G. Okay, you can, in my opinion, skip that first switch from C to G and just go from C to D. So you'll play C for the full bar, go to D. You can't really skip that quick change to the G. It really does not sound right if you don't have that in there. But the nice part is, at least the first time you play it, the second time you're going to start out the A all over again on G anyway. So really you're just changing to G a beat early. So if we play it through without that first quick change, it's going to sound a little something like this. And again, I'm just going to do real simple, 1 strum per beat. Okay, so that's Deck the Halls. Like I mentioned, please subscribe and ring the notification bell so you can be notified when we release new videos. Take your time with this one, practice it. I recommend starting on the simplified version, and then if you're really good with that C to G to D, throw that in there. Just a few days till Christmas when you're going to want to play it in front of everybody. Okay? We will thank you, and we will see you in the next video.